Okay, 12.4 Algebraic Representation of Transformations, Part 2. So what I want you to do now is to go through and use your rules and look at the original ordered pairs to the image. So it's the pre-image to the new. The prime notation always represents your new image. And all they're asking you to do on 5 through 9 is to refer to your notes and look at which rule you think is being applied. Try 5 through 9. Okay, let's go through these and see if you got what we got here on the paper. A was -2, -4. A prime was +2, -4. So you notice that the change was an opposite x, but the y value stayed the same. And if you look at B to B prime, C to C prime, you'll see that it followed the same rule. So when you go back to your notes and you look at which rule that applied to, it was reflecting over the y-axis. Number 6, -8, +2 for A became opposite y, -2, -8, same x, but it switched. So it was opposite y switch. Check B to B prime. Opposite y, 7, -7, -4, and then 2 to -2, -7. So the rule applied to all 3 points. That rule goes with 90 degrees counterclockwise. Number 7, A, 3, 4, A prime, 3, 8, B, -1, 2, B prime, -1, 6. So we're noticing that the x value stayed the same, but the y value was getting larger. So it increased by 4 each time. So same x, y plus 4 would be a translation of 4 up. Number 8, A, 1, 1, B, -1, -1, B, A prime, I'm sorry, B 2, -2, B prime, -2, 2. This is a good example where you can see that when you multiply by a -1, so you can't say everything becomes negative. It goes to its opposite. +2 became negative, but -2 became positive. 4, 3 for C and C prime, -4, -3. So again, both X and Y went to opposites. That would be a 180-degree rotation. And number 9, A, -5, -6, A prime, -5, 6. So X is staying the same, but Y is going to its opposite. -2, 4, -2, -4. Again, same x opposite y. 3, 0, 3, 0. We have to assume that is opposite because the other 2 points were same x opposite y. Again, remembering that 0 is not positive or negative. So this would be a reflection over the x-axis. Okay, for 10 through 13, we're going to identify the coordinates of the image given the pre-image coordinates and the transformation. So we're going to see what the pre-image values are for A, B, and C, and with a translation of 2 units up, we're going to give our A prime, B prime, and C prime coordinates for our image. You try. Okay, so for number 10, a translation up 2 units means we're adding 2 to our y value. So our x value remains the same. -4 plus 2 would be -2. 1 plus 2 would be 3. And -4 plus 2 would be -2. So you get your new A prime, B prime, C prime coordinates. Try 11, 12, and 13, remembering that when you give your new coordinates, you must identify them using prime notation. Okay, so hopefully you referred back to your notes on the other side and looked at your rules. I believe it's sometimes easier to take the rule and rewrite it in my words that help me understand what it is I'm doing. So when I do a 90-degree clockwise rotation, I know I take my opposite x and switch my x and y values. So I'm going to go through a prime becomes 2, negative 6, b prime, 2, 4, and c prime, negative 4, 1. On number 12, it's telling me to make a 180 rotation. That means take both x and y to their opposite. So what was 3, negative 4 is now negative 3, 4 for a prime. B, negative 1, 2 becomes b prime 1, negative 2, while c, 3, negative 5 becomes c prime, negative 3, 5. And last, reflection over the y-axis. So when I reflect over the y-axis, I will take my x value to its opposite, but my y value will stay the same. So a1, 1 becomes a prime, negative 1, 1. b2, negative 2 becomes b prime, negative 2, negative 2. And c, 4, 3 becomes c prime, negative 4, 3. Please remember to refer to your rules when working on your assignment. Make sure that you look at the rule, and if it's easier to write in your own words things like opposite x, same y, both opposite, things that help you remember what movement is being made, then please do so. Good luck.